Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of HSG. Been a while since I've made a video, so I figured I might want to get back into it. I don't know if you've been following me on Instagram, but the coupe here actually has a new set of wheels. I ended up getting a set of 16x7 Rotor Slipstreams, flat black, and some Neogen tires with some tire letters. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely probably would have seen that. Car looks good, still doing great. So for 2019, I think I'm going to be going into a different direction. Different direction for sure. So here's my coupe. You guys probably are used to it. We've got the new wheels on here. Ooh. Wow. Give some good pressure. Let it sit for a while. That's why it's easier to do this with the tires laying down than while they're still on the car. You can still do it on the car, but I don't think the results are quite as good. All right, so we got my car here. Yeah, about to put these wheels on. Good to go. I like it. So yeah, 16x7-inch Rotor Slipstreams, Neogen 205/45 tires, and I've got the TireStickers.com tire letters. Looks pretty good, and I've got a black Honda center cap in them. So this coupe's doing fine, and I've kind of gotten to this place where I'm like, what can I do that's new? And I kind of feel like, you know, the coupe's kind of done. So I went and got another car. So I got a new daily. And I think you guys are going to like it. That's where I'm going to go for 2019 and probably beyond. So let's go take a look at it. So my new daily is a 2019 Civic Sport Hatchback in Sonic Gray Pearl. It is a 6-speed, and I really like it. It's been a couple days with it so far, and I'm really enjoying the car. So far, I really don't have much complaints about it. It's super comfortable, rides nice, and performs pretty well too. The reason why I got this is because I absolutely love the color. The only thing I didn't really like about the car was the stock shift knob. Here it is. It's kind of a bulky leather knob. I don't know. So I took the one out of my EJ1 and kind of put it here for the time being, just to kind of make it more comfortable. I took the shift knob out of my EJ1 for the time being. This is out of an S2000. You can see it's yellow. It was an option for the CRs. I think what I'm going to do is get the Type R knob and boot to match, so this you know, can match and look nice. So I decided to sit in the car and discuss why I got this thing, mostly because it's really windy outside. I tried to do it outside, but a little too windy, so I don't want to ruin the audio. So the reason why I got this car is because I kind of was in the search for a daily for a while and really couldn't come up with something that I really wanted to do. With the new Hondas, I just feel like there's a potential there that, you know, I could kind of get into and, you know, at the same time have a nice daily car that's not going to give me any issues for the time being. I'm definitely going to be covering this car and probably doing some things to it, you know, see where this car takes us. It gives us a fresh start for the channel as well, so now I can start uploading a lot more. As far as me not uploading up until this point, I've had a lot of things that I really need to do and take care of as far as personal life and work and things like that, so I'm hoping that at this point now I could really get on the ball and start making more videos. I know I've kind of said that before, but now I've really got a great reason to, you know, get back on it and have a fresh perspective as well. So as far as the channel goes, I think I'm going to be bringing a lot more information and tech to the channel to try to discuss what's going on with a lot of newer Hondas and things like that, because, you know, I feel like where the older kind of swap cars are kind of going, it's just a lot of that is being done kind of a lot over and over, and I just don't want to, you know, keep copying or repeating myself. I feel like it's just time to kind of move on and do something different, and really a brand new car is kind of the way to do it. Like I said, I really don't have any complaints out of the car yet, haven't found any, and I really love the look of this car. I really love the color. It drives phenomenal. It is turbo. It does have the 1.5 turbo. It is 180 horsepower. I believe 177 pound-feet of torque. But these cars have a lot of potential. They just look gorgeous. I've always been a fan of the 10th generation Civic and the FK7, which is the hatchback. That's not the Type R. You know, really just seemed like the right fit for me. Why didn't I get a Type R? Well, the Type Rs are really hard to get a hold of, and they're very expensive as well. And I'm kind of a purist as far as Type Rs. If I were to get a Type R, I really wouldn't want to do anything to it. I think with this, I would feel fine with, you know, making changes to it, not, you know, worrying about it too much. You know, I think it's a really good opportunity and a good chance to kind of do something new. So why don't we just take this thing for a drive real quick? Before we take this thing out on the road for 2019, I believe, I don't know if they did it with the 2018s, but these used to have a analog center display, but now it has the LCD display. It has the sport pedals that you can see down there. Focus. It also has the mitigated braking, the lane keep assist, traction control, volume on the steering wheel here, as well as a volume knob here, which is nice. Now, this doesn't come with the big touch screen with the Apple CarPlay and everything else. That's not something I really cared about because I'm not a very big infotainment type of person. I like to drive a lot of times with no music, really. So far, the impressions of how this thing drives and handles is really good. The power delivery is really good. I will say it did take a little bit of getting used to as far as the throttle response is concerned. I'm definitely used to an all-motor setup. It does have a little bit of boost lag here, but other than that, it's a great car so far. The chassis itself handles phenomenal. I was really impressed with how this thing handles, how sharp the steering is. The gearbox is really good as well. It does have a dual mass flywheel, so there's some rev hang, but other than that, I'm totally happy with it. I think the shortcoming of this car, though, is the fact that the transmission is so long. I wish the gears were a little bit shorter, and if this thing had a shorter final drive, it would really be a lot quicker and more fun. Maybe that's something we could look in the future of doing, but as it is, it's definitely got good power, and it's definitely not a slow car. It's not the fastest car in the world, but you know, is a damn good car as it is. One of the other things that it has auto up and down for the driver and the passenger, so just single clicks and the windows go up and down. Bluetooth, of course, that's pretty standard with the new cars these days. For the most part, I really dig it. It's got the red and black interior. It's got the faux carbon fiber stuff up in here, a lot of red and black accents. So for the most part, I'm really happy with it, and I can't wait to you know, make some change to it and kind of make it my own, see where we go. Now, one thing that's weird that I got to get used to is the electronic parking brake. Put your foot on the brake, hit the button, lets the e-brake off, first gear. Very easy clutch to deal with. Good throttle response. You know, once you get the RPMs above 2,000, this thing really kind of shines. Its power band is between like 3 and 55, so kind of taking it up to the rev limiter is not what you'd kind of typically expect from the old school, you know, Hondas is what I'm used to, you know, where it really pulls up top. These engines don't have VTEC, but it's really kind of not necessary because of the boost. And people are getting really good numbers with the reflashes. But you can see I have the boost gauge here. Being very light on the throttle, so no boost. get it up to about 3,000, and then police officer. So I'm in third gear right now, and I'm at 50 miles an hour at 4,000 RPM. The gears are kind of long. It is what it is, but you could definitely tell it would especially be quicker with a shorter transmission or a shorter final drive. But for what this car is and the money, I mean, honestly, I feel that you just can't beat it. The Honda Fit was something that kind of looked at the sport model, but they're really hard to get a hold of for 2019. And for as much money more that this vehicle is, I feel that it's kind of more bang for the buck as far as the car's concerned. But it's super quiet and comfortable in here, and if you just need to pass, you just step on the gas and go. So I'm doing 50, 5, I'm gonna put it in 5th and then 6th. And you can see the RPMs are at 2,000. So, and it's really good on gas mileage, which is kind of crazy. You can see the green lights there. If I step on it, they'll turn white, letting you know you're not getting good gas mileage. And then the green gives you, lets you know you're getting better gas mileage. I'm sure you can go onto YouTube and find tons of reviews on this car, and for the most part, they're just about all positive. Of course, the Type R has more power and it doesn't have the sensing and all that, but the 2019 does have the sensing and everything else, and so far it's been a really impressive car. I've really enjoyed it. Pull in second gear. Again, this isn't the fastest car in the world, but damn, it's reliable and it's got plenty enough power that it gets down the road no problem. Now you might be asking, why didn't I get an SI? Well, the SIs only come in the coupe and the 4-door. Personally, I really like the hatchbacks, and the hatchback sports have the black trim around the windows, and then they have the little the black side skirts, the black rear lip, and the front lip. And to me, it's just a beautiful looking package, and this color was what really did it for me. And I was like, I just got to get this one with this color. The SI has about 20 more horsepower. I believe that's because it has a larger intercooler, a bigger exhaust, and just a different tune. And I think that's kind of what makes up for it. As far as the SI is concerned, I didn't really want a 4-door or a 2-door, and it's much more expensive. The SI comes with the sunroof and Apple CarPlay stuff, and I believe leather, but those are things that I really could care less about. To me, the hatchback just looks so much better that I would rather have the hatchback, and it's much cheaper. If you're in the market looking for a new car and you want something kind of fun and sporty and reliable, I really suggest these Civic Sports. The bang for the buck is phenomenal. There have been some, other issues with other models, which I'm going to make another video about. The Civics don't really have that problem for a specific reason, I think. That's something I'll go into more when I make that video, as far as what's going on with new Hondas. If you don't know, I work at Honda in the parts department, and I've been there for about 6 months, and I've learned a lot being able to see what comes into the service department and see what's going on with a lot of the Hondas. I'll be looking for that kind of information in more videos. First gear pull. This car is a lot of fun. It definitely has opened my eyes about boost and things like that. As far as the coupe is concerned, I'm just going to kind of leave it the way it is for now, leave it in the shop. I'm not sure exactly what my plans are for it, but for right now, I'm going to kind of focus on this thing for a little bit and still enjoy the coupe when I can. Plan on taking the coupe down to Florida for IBOC in Orlando at the end of April. So come and see me and the car there. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.